try to ruin my face? Oh, not just ruin it, but burn it to ashes. This was it. She was done for. I ran to her and pulled her by her hair, but instead of fighting back, she just went and smashed herself into the side drawer and started screaming, "Help! Help! She's gonna kill me! Someone help me!" Suddenly, Sheila came in and she saw what looked like me strangling Veronica, and she looked at me, raging mad. "What in the name of Gucci?" "No, Sheila, it's not what it looks like. I swear, I can explain." I tried to explain the whole situation, but now she wouldn't listen to me, and she cut both of us out of the main magazine cover. And after that, Veronica made it her life's goal to destroy me. A week later, we had a ramp show, and since it was my first, I invited Mom to see it as well. On the day of the show, while I was getting ready for the event, I saw Veronica tampering with the straps of my dress, and I just wanted to kick her butt when Amy held me back. "No, stop. What are you doing? I'm going to teach that witch a lesson." "No, wait. I have a better idea. She tried to ruin your face and humiliate you on stage in front of everyone. Kicking her butt won't be enough." Amy came up with a plan, and we sneaked into Veronica's room and sprinkled allergy powder all over her dress. Minutes later, when Veronica put on the dress and walked onto the ramp, I noticed something really weird. She had this birthmark on her back that looked like a heart, just like Mom told me my missing sister had. Did this mean Veronica was my sister? What in the fish freaking world? But before I could react, it was too late. She was already on the stage and scratching herself like crazy, bad enough to rip her dress off, but I couldn't take it anymore. If there was the slightest chance that she was my sister, I couldn't see her like that. I looked around and saw a janitor's trolley kept at a distance. I picked up the water bucket and went onto the stage and dumped all the water over Veronica's head. "You witch! I'm gonna kill you!" "Veronica, listen to me. You splashed dirty cleaning water over me? What were you thinking? You're gonna pay for this now." She jumped onto me and we broke into a fight in the middle of the ramp, and the cameras clipped everything. Sheila looked at us raging mad, like a bull. I quickly ran inside, but Amy too went bonkers on me. Why? Why would you do that? You should have just let her embarrass herself. Have you gone nuts? "No, Amy, it's not like that. I just think she's my sister." "Your what? I just think she's my sister." "Your what? Is this some kind of joke? No matter what you say anymore, I'm just gonna kill you now." She leapt onto me, but just then someone caught her. He was a tall man, and he had eyes just like mine.
"Veronica, control yourself. Is this how I taught you to behave in public?"
"But Dad, she did this to me. Can't you see what it—"
"Enough. That's enough."
"No, Dad, you have to listen to me."
"Veronica."
He raised his hand up in the air to hit, and I couldn't take it. "Stop it! What are you, an animal? Can't you see she's already in pain and shivering? What kind of dad are you? You don't have to stand up for me, jerk. I can fight for myself. I don't need your pity." Saying that, she pushed me, and I was about to fall to the ground, but Mom caught me.
"I guess I wasn't wrong about leaving you. You're still a jerk.
And look, you have turned my daughter into a bad person, just like you. I should have never let you take her." Oh my God. So I was right. That man was my dad, and Veronica was my sister. What is she saying, Dad, and who is she? Mom explained everything to her, and Veronica went all bonkers. Why did you never tell me I had a sister? And Mom, you said my mom died in a car crash.
"Who cares? She's dead to me anyway. She caught me cheating on her once, and she divorced me. Filthy witch."
"Gosh, she's not filthy. You are. You're such a jerk, Dad. I hate you." Veronica ran out of the venue, and I followed her. "Veronica, listen to me, please. I know you're hurt, and I know how difficult it must have been for you to live with that man all this time. But now you have a family. You have Mom and me. I'm your sister, Veronica. Please, look at me once." She turned around, and I could see the tears running down her eyes. "I'm so sorry, Ariel. Dad always treated me like I was never good enough, so I just wanted to prove him wrong by being the best model. But I didn't realize I was becoming a bad person, and I ended up hurting you, my own sister. Please, forgive me." "Oh, Veronica, it's okay. Come here."
I was born into a wealthy family in Honduras. We had every luxury you could imagine. But then the economy collapsed and we lost everything. My dad was so embarrassed to become poor that he ran away. Meanwhile, my mom couldn't find a job and we were one step away from being homeless. I was only 15 and decided to knock on my ex-boyfriend's house. His mother opened the door and I explained to her that I desperately needed money and asked if I could work as a maid for them. She was a nice lady and said, "You can work here as a maid, but it's a full-time job so you won't have time to go to school anymore." I responded, "Thank you so much. I promise I won't disappoint you." But I had been a spoiled rich girl all my life. I wasn't used to working hard. Since I was born, our maid had done all the housework for us. And now suddenly, I had to take care of a big house all by myself. I was scrubbing the floor when my ex-boyfriend Jose noticed me and asked, "What are you doing here?" I responded, "I asked your mom for a job. My family needs the money." "Oh? Well, at least you're still looking hot." Did I mention that my ex Jose was a complete jerk? I broke up with him after I found out he was cheating on me with his new girlfriend Joanne, the girl that had made fun of me since 7th grade. One night, we had a school dance where I put on a beautiful white dress. But then Joanne and her friend came up to me and spilled orange juice over it to ruin my night. They were still dating, and one day while I was cooking for Jose's family, Joanne came into the kitchen and said, "Jose told me you're working for him as a maid now." "Yes, I do." She came close to me and said, "If you're gonna try to steal Jose away from me, I'm gonna destroy you." She was pinching my arm and it hurt so much that I pushed her away. She said, "How dare you dirty poor girl touch me? You're just a maid." She took the chicken I had made, threw it on the ground and said, "Clean it up, maid." Gosh, I wanted to attack her, but I couldn't risk so humiliating. And because Joanne was afraid I would steal Jose away from her, she decided to move in with him. That's when my life became truly unbearable. She would make me give her massages every day, made me do stuff like making her hair beautiful, and no one in Jose's family cared that I was being treated without dignity. I wasn't sure what to do. I was working 15 hours a day as a maid and didn't have time to get my high school degree. I knew if I didn't change something, I'd be a maid forever. But first, I wanted to come up with a plan to take revenge on Joanne. I thought about taking away her beauty. I knew Jose wasn't loving her. If she became ugly, he'd throw her out the first day. But how could I do that? I thought about doing something terrible like throwing acid, but that would be too brutal, and I'd go to prison for it. Maybe cutting off her hair, but it would grow back and she'd take an even worse revenge on me. But then I had the perfect idea. I poked holes into Jose's condom covers every week. I made sure it only poked through the cover so it wouldn't damage the rubber inside because I didn't actually want Joanne to get pregnant by Jose. Afterward, all I had to do was wait for him to see it. But it was a long wait, and Joanne kept making my life hell. Sometimes she made me clean her toilet after she had used it. And she always stood behind me making comments like, "Oh, it must be such a privilege for you to clean my toilet. I can see how excited you are." Her favorite thing to do was go shopping in Jose's expensive car and use me as a chauffeur. She would pull my hair whenever there was a shop she wanted to visit. And then, when we got home, I had to watch her try on new dresses for hours. It was incredibly exhausting, and she always said, "Oh, I look so beautiful. Too bad you can't afford this dress, but don't worry, you would look bad in it anyway." However, she also forced me to do her homework, and even though it wasn't fun, at least I could study and get an education. But then it happened. I heard Jose scream at Joanne, so I went in front of their door to eavesdrop on them. He said, "You poked holes in it because you want me to get you pregnant. I know you're after my money." "No, I didn't do it. It must have happened by accident." "There is one hole in each condom cover. And you want to tell me it was an accident? You think I'm that stupid? You're damn lucky my dad doesn't know what you did because he would rip your head off." She started crying and begged him to believe her, but he just threw her out of the house. Justice. Oh, so sweet justice. I was so happy she was gone. But the next day, Jose came up to me and asked if I had poked holes into his condoms. I responded, "What?" And he said, "Joanne claims that you have set her up so I'd kick her out. Is that true?" "No, it's not true, I swear." He didn't know who to believe, but allowed me to keep working in his house. Right now, my knees are wound every single day from scrubbing floors, but at least I'm making enough money to take care of my mom. And I'm actually getting along with Jose's dad. He's a successful businessman, and someday I might ask him to lend me money so I can start my own cleaning business. I might not have a high school degree, but I don't need that to succeed anyway.
Ms. Lopez was easily the best-looking teacher at our school. So sometimes I gave her compliments like, "Miss Lopez, you look stunning today." "Oh, thank you. That means a lot coming from a handsome boy like you." She gave me a kiss on my cheek, and my classmates were shocked. How could a teacher flirt so openly with her student? Well, for the school's Christmas party, Miss Lopez came dressed like a stripper Santa. I'm not exaggerating. The principal even made her change her outfit because it was too short. That's the kind of woman she was. But then I failed my Spanish exam and asked Miss Lopez if she would let me pass the course anyway. She responded, "Okay, let's make a deal. I will give you a B+ on your report card if you give me a compliment that makes me blush." "Oh, well, that's easy, Miss Lopez, because you are so beautiful that I would date you even if you were my own daughter." I wondered if I had gone too far, but she bursted out laughing and said, "You little perv, you have such a dirty mind. But okay, I'll let you pass the course." Maybe we flirted too much, though, because rumors spread that Miss Lopez and I were having an affair. The guys thought it was cool and gave me props, but one girl couldn't take it. My annoying girlfriend, Whitney. She completely freaked out when Miss Lopez told me, "I can't believe you haven't found a girlfriend yet. You are such a cutie."
I am his girlfriend, and now stop hitting on him, you shameless tramp!
"What? He is dating you? What a shame. He could do so much better." If that wasn't mean enough, Miss Lopez asked me to stay for a private talk after class. Problem was that Whitney refused to leave my side. She said,
You are just a sad old lady who can't find a guy. That's why you're trying to steal my boyfriend away from me.
"Oh, I can have any man I want, but your boyfriend and I have a special connection. I just can't get him out of my mind." As revenge, Whitney drew an unflattering caricature of her on the blackboard. When Miss Lopez saw it, she immediately said, "Whitney, did you draw that?"
Huh? Why? Does the drawing remind you of someone?
"Look, if you have a problem with my clothing style, just tell it to my face."
That's not a style. It's an embarrassment.
"Well, why don't we ask the guys? Hey, listen up. If you think I'm better dressed than Whitney, please raise your hand." All the boys sided with Miss Lopez, and Whitney got so mad I had to stop her from throwing her water bottle at her. And the following week, we went on a 3-day class trip. We wanted to do a canoe tour, so Miss Lopez split us up into teams of 2. When I was left without a partner, she said, "Looks like we are together, my cutie."
No way! My boyfriend stays with me.
Actually, I am the teacher, and I get to decide. Whitney threw a huge tantrum, and Miss Lopez was forced to call her parents so they would pick her up. But first, Whitney took me aside and said,
Promise me to stay away from that witch.
"I can't. She's my teacher."
And I am your girlfriend, and you do what I tell you to do.
But, of course, I didn't. The canoe tour was awesome. Miss Lopez wore a hot sundress, and we had a nice chat. "There's something wrong with your girlfriend." "Yeah, she's kind of annoying." "Have you ever dated a real woman? Not just a girl?" "I don't think so. Not yet." "Well, I think I can change that. What do you think? Can you put some sunscreen on my shoulders?" Touching and massaging her skin felt so good. But we didn't go any further. Not even a little kiss. Only on the last night of our trip, Miss Lopez came to my bed and whispered, "I want you to act sick tomorrow morning, so we can stay here another night while everyone else drives home." She didn't have to ask twice. I pretended to have a bad stomachache, and then Miss Lopez came into the dorm saying, "Oh, my poor baby, you look awful. You are not fit to go in the bus and drive home. But don't worry, I will take care of you." It was perfect. Once everyone was gone, Ms. Lopez put her arms around me and kissed me on my mouth. We kept going for hours until I got a message from Whitney asking,
"Why didn't you come back home? You were sick?"
Of course I didn't respond. Ms. Lopez was more important than my girlfriend. But in the evening, we went to a pub, and that's when Whitney stormed in. She threw Miss Lopez to the ground and screamed,
"There you are! Seducing teenagers! You should go to prison
Stop it, Whitney. I'm 18. Ms. Lopez and I can do whatever we want. Yeah, listen to your boyfriend. He likes me more than you. Yeah, listen to your boyfriend. He likes me more than you. She leaned over and started kissing me again. It was so good, but then Whitney pulled Ms. Lopez's hair again, and they started fighting over me. It was a lot of fun to watch, but I had to separate them. Whitney, go home. I'm breaking up with you. Ha! You lost. Your boyfriend chose me because I'm way hotter than you. That's when Whitney started crying. I felt bad and wanted to give her a hug, but Ms. Lopez stepped between us and threw her beer all over Whitney. You get what you deserve, chica. Then Miss Lopez took me to her room and we made out until sunrise. It was the best night of my life, even though I still felt guilty. When I got back home, I immediately messaged Whitney. I'm sorry for how I treated you, and I hope I haven't hurt you too badly. She responded with photos of Miss Lopez's car. The windows were smashed, and the whole car was covered in graffiti with nasty words on it. I guess women are just crazy when it comes to dating men.